The appointment of their chief of staff after a raging battle in Asorok will now confirm what I've told you, that now, officially, Aisha Buhari is in charge because Ibrahim Gambari is her candidate. And as I told you before, and I will repeat again this very night, Aisha Buhari chased away Garba Shehu because Garba Shehu locked her away. And with the death of Abba Kyari, Aisha Buhari took command again of Asorok in the absence of her husband. That is a verifiable fact. And that is why a disloyal Garba Shehu was meddling in her affairs. Only a few months ago, she said it, I will get my revenge. Now she has gotten her revenge, and her revenge is to take away the pass, to take away Garba Shehu's pass into Asorok. So Garba Shehu can no longer gain entry into Asorok. Because, as you heard yesterday, Garba Shehu reacts to rumors of Ibrahim Gambari as new chief of staff. What happened? Because he is no longer part of this new very cabal headed by Aisha Buhari. She said yesterday, the presidency on Tuesday reacted to reports that President Muhammadu Buhari has appointed a new chief of staff, which Buhari is a presidency, of course. Reports on social media had that Buhari appointed Professor Ibrahim Gambari as his new chief of staff following the demise of Abba Kyari. Now, when they contacted Garba Shehu, this is to prove to you that everything I tell you is correct. When they contacted Garba Shehu and asked Garba Shehu, what is going on? Do you know what he tweeted back? I have not been briefed. If the main advisor to the president on media matters hadn't been briefed before announcing that Gambari is the new chief of staff, then what does that tell you? It tells you that I've been right. He is no longer part of the inner cabal. He's been frozen out. He's now looking for an ID badge to try to get into the villa with. Do you know what is astonishing? Can you see how an ordinary political appointee is being celebrated? But at least Aisha has consolidated her rule. Ibrahim Gambari is one of the few Fulani hegemonies. As I think my friend Farika wrote a very brilliant piece on this very man. A very brilliant piece. Did I read it? Quite astonishing. Quite incisive, I must say. Ibrahim Gambari is a Fulani man. The father is Fulani, the mom is Yoruba. Understand this very clearly. He is a Fulani hegemonist. He is worse than Abba Kyari. I said worse, 100 times worse than Abba Kyari. They said he has intellectual sagacity. It means that he has an accumulation of unverifiable certificates. He has an accumulation of accolades that cannot be substantiated nor proven. He has a few connections and he knows those to bribe. That's all. He was brought in by Aisha to reassure the very undemocratic, corrupt, and absolute rulers in the AU Africa Union that Jubril is indeed, his job is to convince the world that Buhari is alive. That is his main job. If it means going from capital to capital in Africa and bribing people, that is what he's going to do. He comes with an outstanding credential in diplomatic bribery. If there is anyone who can maintain the fine traditions of trading of valuable mineral resources to keep Nigeria warm, he is the one to do it. The IPOB will destroy him in a matter of weeks. Write it down. A few weeks' time he'll be gone. His reputation will be on the floor. His main job is to hold the front against the international community as the war of conquest of Biafra land and entire South continues. He is a Muslim like Tinubu. So Islamic expansionism, I must say, in the South is a religious calling, and he is obligated to support it. Obligated to support it. And do you know what I find astonishing? Before I came on air, I did a bit of research. Do you know what I find? Do you know why I say that some British people are in on this? Not Boris Johnson, no. But the British High Commissioner, you know, they're very corrupt people. The British Commissioner to Nigeria, listen to this, Katrina Lang, has congratulated Professor Ibrahim Gambari, the new chief of staff, Nigerian scholar, diplomat, and from Kwara State is to replace, that's the newspaper. Reacting, she wrote her Twitter page, delighted to hear that M. Gambari has been appointed. Oh my, wrong grammar. Delighted to hear that Buhari has appointed the hugely experienced diplomat Professor Ibrahim Gambari as his new chief of staff. UK, which is British High Commission in Nigeria, looks forward to working closely with you on our shared agenda in the challenging COVID-19 times. Congratulations. Unbelievable. You're telling me that, oh God in heaven, these people are so foolish. You're telling me that a diplomat, a high-ranking diplomat, is congratulating somebody who is meant to be a chief of staff and saying to a chief of staff, we look forward to working with you. The UK government looks forward to working with a political appointee. A political appointee, we look forward to working with you closely on our shared agenda. Shared agenda with a chief of staff, not the president. Shared. Unbelievable. 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 Hey! And now let me put this to you. Who can anybody remember who is Trump's chief of staff? Do you know who he is? President Trump's chief of staff. Do you know who he is? Because before we came on air, we Googled and we said, did Britain ever congratulate any other chief of staff anywhere in the world? The answer is no. Why in Nigeria? Why are you congratulating ordinary chief of staff in Nigeria? Say you work together with him. Because he's going to do the job of a president. Of course, helping Aisha Buhari. Aisha Buhari is the backseat driver. Gambari is the face, the one who's going to do the cleanup job. That is why a whole UK, a whole United Kingdom mission to Nigeria is saying, unbelievably, we look forward to working together. Imagine having a diplomat being posted to Washington, and on getting to Washington, she will now write to President Trump's chief of staff to say, I look forward to working with you. Is that possible? I am asking people to use their common sense. Is that possible? How is that possible? That tells you that Buhari is no more. UK is now looking forward to working with Gambari. And of course, my friend tweeted, with the appointment of Gambari as chief of staff for the first time in our history, we have a Fulani, of course, there's no president, Fulani president, Fulani chief of staff, both having a Fulani government with a Fulani agenda. No, there is no Buhari. In Aso Rock, what you have is a joke. What you have is Aisha Buhari, who recruited Gambari to cover up her shortcomings. She is not a stateswoman. So Gambari will do the work for her. That was why Gambari gave an interview. You know what he said? Gambari said in the interview, I will not speak in the public. I report to the president. What does that tell you? I had a sip of water. What does that tell you? Which means that Britain is part of the Islamization agenda in the zoo. Britain is supporting Fulani to invade and conquer the South. That is why you're working with the ordinary chief of staff. Ordinary chief of staff, unbelievable. Ordinary chief of staff, that is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oh dear me. Donald Trump's current chief of staff is Mark Meadows. Mark Meadows. Have you ever heard of him before? Do you know who Mark Meadows is? He succeeded Mick Mulvaney. Do you know who these people are? And we went and said, oh my goodness me, oh my goodness. We went and searched. And the funniest thing is that even Theresa May asked the British ambassador to the USA not to even work with Trump, talk less of Mark Meadows. So when the UK mission to Nigeria is saying, when the UK mission in Nigeria is saying that they are congratulating Ibrahim Gambari, it means They know what is happening. It means that the UK government is aware that Buhari is there. Of course, they knew this from day one. He's no longer there. And the UK government is complicit in a global cover-up. The UK mission in Nigeria, the UK High Commission in Nigeria, this very woman is part of this fraudulent conspiracy to conceal the truth. You're congratulating ordinary chief of staff. Why didn't the UK congratulate Mark Meadows when he took over? Since congratulating chief of staff is a good thing, why did you not congratulate Milk Mulvaney when he assumed the office? Because Mark Meadows took over on the 31st of March. Why didn't the UK ambassador in America congratulate Mark Meadows? Because the chief of staff's position is the political appointee. A political appointee. How can an ambassador be congratulating a political appointee? Hey! My God, only in the zoo. We are proving to them that we went to school. Most of them did not. I forget all the stupid degrees they have. Is a scholar. Janja with scholar. My foot. I'm going to read from this extract that Fanike wrote, because I don't plagiarize. When I read something from somebody, I give them credit for it. 200 years ago, the Arakakanfo of the ancient Oyo Empire and the self-proclaimed Oba of Ilorin, Are Afonja, he was the commander-in-chief of the Yoruba forces on the ground of the Yoruba, the same position that Gani Adams has today. The Are Kakanfo of the Oyo Empire. He went to Ilorin and betrayed the Alafin of Oyo by declaring himself the Oba of Ilorin. Do you know what he did? The same thing that your governors are doing today, the same thing that some of you are doing today, the same thing that some idiots are doing all over the world. You're entering into alliance with Fulani, thinking you're going to survive, you're going to have fun. What happened to Afon? That should be an example to everybody. You should have taught the Yoruba race a very big lesson. It should teach all of you a very big lesson as well. You must learn from this. You must learn from it. He went and formed an alliance with a Fulani advisor, sorcerer, and mercenary by the name of Alimi. Listen carefully. It is from this very lineage, as you say, or the extended family that Ibrahim Gambari came from, the Yoni chief of staff. They want to sell to you as a Yoruba man. He is not a Yoruba man. I've gone past 2 hours. Alimi betrayed, as the Fulanis always do, as they're doing now in Okpanam. They went and told him after the war, Igbo man is your problem. You're an Nyama, yes, but you're not Igbo. You're the Baraja divides all of you into two. Now, today, they're in Okpanam killing people. That's what they do. They do it very, very well. Alimi and his family took the throne from Afonja. They tortured him, dethroned him, and murdered him. And they did not only kill Afonja. This is the price of betrayal. When you betray your nation, this is what happens to you. They did not only kill Afonja, they killed his children. And I'm thinking that the Yoruba race should have learned something from this by now. That betrayal is not good. This is, in fact, it's not even for, it is for Igbo people. This is for Igbo governors. Igbo politicians that believe in betrayal. What the family will do to you, as I told you before, they love to get you to betray your people, but they will kill you to make sure you suffer. This is what happened in Yoruba land. You have not learned anything. That was how the Fulanis came to Yoruba land, and they took a lot till today. Till today, the Fulanis are still there. Till this very moment, they're still there. Why are they there? Why are they there? Ask yourself that question. Because of betrayal. Because a Yoruba man betrayed. The man betrayed. Now, Gambari family came from Alimi's family. They came with a staff of authority from the Sultan of Sokoto. That was why I said that every Yoruba man is answerable to Sokoto. I said it before. They said, you're insulting you. No, I'm not insulting you. Tinubu takes his orders from Sokoto. That is why Tinubu cannot ask for Osibajo. Can't ask for him in public. The problem in Yoruba land is that they are divided into two, half Christian, half Muslim. That is the problem they have. A very big problem. We have our own issues, a very big one as well. I'm not trying to hide that. Ever since that very day, a Fulani emir has always been on the throne. A Fulani emir has always been on the throne in Ilorin. They are trusted servants and bonded slaves of the country. This is deadly. Very, very deadly. They said, as they said in Yoruba land, beware of the Gambaris and the descendants of Alimi. Remember, somebody used to talk about the Gambari all the time. Now you have the real Gambari in power in Asrock. The real Gambari. No more fictitious Gambari. No more. The real Gambari is now inside Asrock. Unbelievable. They call him Abola, so you think he's Yoruba. His name is Ibrahim Gambari. Gambari is a Fulani name. Gambari is a Fulani name. There is nothing about him that is special. He is a servant to dictators and tyrants. He was the man. For those of you saying you're from South and Niger Delta, he was the one that was instrumental in convincing the world that the death of Ken Saro-Wiwa was justified. This is the man, Gambari, that some of you are celebrating. He was the one that said to the world that the death of Ken Saro-Wiwa was necessary so that Shell can be making money and they can be sharing it. Zoological Republic. I can need you, you're nothing. We will destroy and decimate you. So you're nothing. Seasoned what? A seasoned betrayer and servant of dictators. That's all he's ever done in his life. That's all he's ever done in his life. There was a very beautiful piece written by foreignpolicy.com. You know what they call him? United Nations dictator envoy. He only goes to bribe. He meets the lowest of the low of the world. The dread, that's what he means. Gambari is a nobody. An absolute nobody. A nobody. All he does is to work. When he was the undersecretary at the UN, they only sent him to dictators. That's all he does. Is he denying it? Go and ask him, and he will tell you. He is not denying it, not one bit. That's the job he does. He is a nobody. He worked for Abacha. He worked for Abacha and justified even the annulment of June 12th. Have you all forgotten? He is not Yoruba. He is not a Yoruba man. He worked for the annulment of June 12th. This man you call Gambari, this is the nonsense they produce in the zoo. They always have a certificate. He was at Harvard, at Princeton, in Cambridge, in Oxford. Every time they say rubbish. They say as if having a mere paper certificate means anything in life. When you go to Germany to look for work, and you say you're an engineer, ask anybody who is in Germany. They will take that certificate. In front of you, they put it in the bin. In the dustbin. They give you overalls to go to the factory and show them what you can do. It's only because they say empty barrels, they make the most noise. It's only in Africa. Hey, he was at Harvard. He was at Oxford. He went to Yale. As if all this nonsense will give you water, give you electricity, give you good roads to hospitals. Why can't people reason for once? In their useless lives. Unbelievable. We are here to let the whole world know the truth. There is a lineage they have. The emir of Ilorin was in 1842. Alimi. Abdul Salami Dan Salih Alimi. 1842. After that was Shita Dan Salih Alimi. Finished in 1860. Then they have Zubaro Dan Abdul Salami. 1868. Then you have Shita Aliyu Dan Shitu. To 1891. Hey, Yoruba Tagahu. Hey, these are Fulani men sitting on Yoruba throne. Hey, Yoruba, go and take back Ilorin. This shame is too much. Then now you have the emir is Alhaji Ibrahim Kalakbo Sulu Gambari from the same. They answer to the caliphate. Every Yoruba Muslim answers to the caliphate. That is why the Yorubas will always work with the Muslims, no matter what. They will work with Fulani. The Fulani knew this. That is why they are coming to the east to invade the east first, before they go and mop up what is left of Yoruba land. That is why I insist, with all this overwhelming evidence, that Christians must leave the Nigerian army. You must all vacate the Nigerian army. After all, they don't even have any salary to pay you. There is no more money. The zoo is broke. It is absolutely broke. They don't have money to pay. As to why the salaries were not paid. Why the salaries were not paid. They said that the lockdown has affected a part of military personnel. They didn't tell them that it's because nobody's buying the crude oil anymore. Nobody's buying the oil from the zoo. That is why they no longer have any money. That is why they can no longer pay the soldiers. Soldiers are not being paid. The more you are in the Nigerian army, the more your places are being invaded. The more the likelihood you will come back to a Fulani emirate, as the Yorubas discovered in Ilorin. Today, they are regretting it.